In 100 years, 21, 23, we will all be buried with our family and friends. Strangers will live in our houses that we worked so hard to build, and someone else will own everything we have today. Most of our possessions will be given away or thrown out and destroyed, including the car we spent a fortune on and will probably be scrapped. Our descendants will hardly know who we are, nor will they remember us. After we die, we will be remembered for a few more years, and then we're just a portrait on somebody's wall. And a few decades later, our history, our photos, and our deeds disappear into history's oblivion. We won't even be memories. If we pause one day to analyze these questions, perhaps we would understand how pointless it is for us to worry about 95% of the things that consume our minds daily. If we could only think about this, surely our approaches, our thoughts would change and we would do things differently. Perhaps we would feel more free to enjoy ourselves and the lives we're living. Take these thoughts into the rest of your day, this week, this year, and remember the saying, if it's not going to matter in 5 years, don't spend more than 5 minutes being upset by it. That's what the video said. And lately I feel like I've been a little more stressed out than I usually am. Seeing that video was a good reminder to me about how we as Christians don't need to worry so much about worldly problems we are having. I'm not saying quit doing responsibilities we have in our daily lives, such as taking care of your family or your job, but step back and think about if it's worth worrying about, because our biggest worry in life should be getting to heaven. I've heard the saying here before many times, if it's not big enough to be a prayer, it's not big enough to be a problem. Let's turn and look at Colossians chapter 3, verses 1 through 3. Colossians chapter 3, verses 1 through 3. If ye then be risen with Christ, think those things which are above, where Christ sitteth at the right hand of God. Set your affections on things above, not on things on earth. For ye are dead, and your life is hid. For ye are dead, and your life is hid with Christ in God. Heaven should be our main priority, and what our main focus in life should be. Next, let's turn and look at 1 Peter chapter 5, verse 7. 1 Peter chapter 5, verse 7, casting all your care upon him, for he cares for you. Whenever there are times of struggle, whether it be temptation or a rough time in your life, turn to God, because he will take care of us. Lastly, let's look at Philippians chapter 4, verse 8. Philippians chapter 4 and verse 8 reads, Finally, brethren, whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are honest, whatsoever things are just, whatsoever things are pure, whatsoever things are lovely, whatsoever things are of good report, if there be any virtue, if there be any praise, think on these things. Putting your thoughts on good and positive things will make my life much easier. We live in a world where it's very easy to be discouraged by the news, social media, and all the other things going wrong in the world. But if you focus on the good things happening in your life, it makes it much easier to live a good, positive lifestyle. So, I want to leave you with a challenge tonight. Whenever you come into an issue, a problem, or you're just feeling down, think to yourself, will this matter in 5 years? Will this truly have a big impact on my life? And if not, try not to stress about it so much. And whether it is a big deal or it isn't, look to God for guidance. If you have any needs tonight, please come forward as we stand and sing a song of invitation.